After 63 days of survival on the island, I finally decided it was time to search for all the keycards, to see what else the island has in store. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your hands on all 3 keycards in the right order so you can make this run as swift as possible. Be warned though that this video does include spoilers. I usually don't like to do this, but it's pretty inevitable as we're gonna check out some end game areas which contain high value loot, the best weapons in the game. So I definitely don't want you to miss out on them. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed my content, by the way, very much appreciated. And if you have any questions, suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Alright, so for the very first keycard, you want to visit this specific site. If we zoom out a little bit and orientate ourselves towards the north, the green bleep on the right is basically where you want to be. So pretty much in the middle of the 3 spawn points. If you don't have the shovel yet though, this is going to be a problem. So I recommend you to get your hands on that one first. I will have a guide in the top right of the screen. But this is basically where you want to start digging down. At this little shovel icon, the digging does take quite some time, but at a certain point you will reveal a bunker door. And this one, big surprise, is called Maintenance. So this is where you can get your hands on the Maintenace Keycard, which you can use for the first bunkers. So at the computer right here, this is already where you can get your hands on a laser sight, which is gonna make your pistol look so much more badass, of course, if you also have the other things. While right here, you can also print yourself a couple of arrows or something else. And right next to it, voila, this is where you will find the Maintenace Keycard. Definitely make sure you double check the final room, as you don't want to miss out on the Firefighter Axe. This one can be found inside this little glass box. I actually missed it the first time when I visited the place, but it's definitely worth getting your hands on, as it allows you to chop down trees so much faster. Alright, so we're currently at the second keycard location. This one can be found once again near some golf carts, and you're gonna have to enter a little cave right here. And ooh, we've got some visitors. Very nice. The top left green bleep on the map basically is the northwest of the island, so let's enter the cave. Don't be scared of the bats, by the way, but if you make your way all the way to the end of this cave system, you will find a door which will lead to the bunker's kitchen, where you can find plenty of snacks. In the next room, you won't be able to find much other than guys chilling on the ceiling. But what you want to do with your Maintenace Keycard is enter this door, because that's a possibility right now. And look at that. This basically brings us to our beautiful indoor garden. What we're gonna do is focus on the next room, as right here we will find some small fellas on the floor which you want to deal with. You can even plug the berries right here if you want, but in this very room you want to make sure you visit this specific location, as right here you can find a crossbow, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, at the very end of the road, you will find a flooded basement, which you want to swim through. I would never recommend something like this in real life, because there's electricity all over the place. Pretty lethal. Anyways, at a certain point, you have to decide to go either left or straight ahead. So this is where you want to go left, because this leads you to the camera room, let's say. Definitely make sure to first pick up the shotgun rail in the racks at the right, while if you walk straight ahead to the monitors in front, this is where you will find the VIP keycard of Virginia Puffton. So second keycard secured, and on the camera you can see some pretty funky stuff going on as well. Anyways, if you were still wondering where you can find Virginia's clothes, well, you basically want to look towards the right side of the room and then walk to pretty much the middle lounge right here. And this is where you can pick them up. If you're done with that, you can jump through the cracked window right here. Equip your rebreather once again, as right here you will find an underwater tunnel system, which if you swim through it, leads you to a new cave system. But the path ahead is pretty straightforward. Just deal with all the bad guys, walk all the way to the end, as this will also be your exit of the area. Alright, so here we are at the final bleep on the map. This is basically what you want to look at. Little golf cart covered with plants. But if we orientate ourselves towards the north, this is basically what it looks like. The middle bleep on the western part of the island, let's say. And then you basically want to look towards the south, as uphill you will find another cave entrance. This will lead you to another 3D printer. So right here, you can stock up on arrows and everything else, rest a little bit, and also save your progress. Anyways, what you want to do right here is follow the lights all the way to the end of this path. And this one will lead you to a pretty bright hall, which is blocked on one side. You can pick up some stuff right here. But on the very end, this is where you will find another door where a key card is required. So we're going to use that one. Unfortunately, you won't be able to find anything in the swimming pool area other than these little fellas. Right before we enter the reception with the spa, in this very last bit, let's say, of the gym with the heavy weights, this is where you could also pick up the tracksuit in the middle of the area. If you're in front of the reception desk, by the way, you want to make your way to the right, as this is where you can find some clothing at the very end, exactly right here. If you pick it up, it's the pajamas. Anyways, what we're going to do is walk up the staircase to the pool bar. And at the very end of it, well, right here you will find a little party area where you can pick up some more pretty interesting items. All the dollar bills you will ever need on an island. Well, if you turn around right here, face towards the nightclub sign, well, this is where you will find a bunch of guys just chilling in their chairs, but also some meds as well as a key card, which is the guest key card. Ooh, yes. And yeah, if you've already picked up the previous card, you'll be able to get inside this little server or maintenance room, which also contains a pretty nice item right here. The shotgun rail as well as some more slugs. In the same room as this guy, there should also be a guitar on the table, exactly right here. For me personally, it simply didn't pop up, which I think is pretty weird, but hey, let me know in the comments if it did or didn't pop up for you at this specific location with the date. Would be awesome if we can figure out what's the problem right here. Well, the room which I am most interested in is this one right here, which we finally get access to right now with this final key card. If you walk through this door exactly right here, you will find a couple more bad guys. And what I think is really cool about this one is that if you use flammables, the sprinkler system will go off, which is a pretty cool detail. Anyways, right here, you will find a guy sitting in a chair with also the chainsaw. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this one is gonna come in very handy to make short work of your enemies. Anyways, back to the light hallway. If we walk to the right side, this is where you will find a new way, which leads to the left right here. This one leads to a pretty much dead end, or well, we're gonna have to jump down right here. That usually means the end of the cave system. Now we can exit the place and get back to the overworld. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. That's everything for today. Please do leave a like if you found this video useful, as it helps out the channel big time. You have no idea. Got plenty more Sons of the Forest videos coming your way and in my playlist already. Right now it's 4 AM out, so I want to wish you an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.